So one of those things happened to me. One of those things that makes you think about your life, like when you get injured at work, or when you get into a car accident, or when a friend of yours dies of a drug overdose. Only for me, it was nothing like that. I submitted my novel to a book publisher. And they said, okay, we're going to put it through our peer review process. And I got dinged for spelling. I read all the time. But I suffer from a learning disorder. And I keep having jokes on the internet tell me I'm stupid because I have a learning disorder. Even though medical science has actually determined that I suffered a brain injury. Now, setting aside the fact that there are an infinite number of jerks on the internet, and I really shouldn't pay them any mind, doesn't change the fact that my problem prevented me from getting published. So we could say that here it is, I have this problem, and I'm probably going to a work that is very dangerous and poorly paying because I haven't corrected the problem in my life. Everywhere in my house, I own more than 1,000 books easily. So I said, well, for one thing, I have to stop buying so many books because I'm not reading them, even though I read all the time. That's point one. Point two, I need to read more books to correct the problem in my head. I should be able to correct my nerve damage. Okay, and then I also need to get myself a job where I'm not dodging blunt objects every now and again, and where I'm, being taken care of and where I'm valued for my skills. So I came up with this utterly crazy idea. Train. That's not my idea. Bad train. I came up with this idea called the 5,000 times that train has interrupted my videos. Bad train. I'm leaving this in here. YouTube wants longer videos anyway. So I came out with the 5,000 project. And this is, I read 100 books before I'm allowed to buy one more book. Then I read 99 books before I'm allowed to buy one more book. Then I read 98 books until I'm allowed to buy, you guessed it, one more book. Now I can go to the library. I can get books from my work, because I work at a homeless shelter. Books are donated. But one thing I definitely would not be able to do is, for example, go back to school, because I'd have to buy a lot of books every semester and I'd have to do a lot of reading. And incidentally, the reason it's called the 5,000 Project is I calculated, but by the time I read 5,000 books, I would reach a 1-to-1 ratio, and every time I read a book, I could buy another one. Okay, so here's the thing. I would read each book, and I would review each book. Every book I own goes back on the to-be-read list until it gets reviewed. Every one of them. Every book I own. And I own the book, gotta review it. Unless it's something like an almanac, I don't imagine that would be readable, or a telephone book, those don't count. But the encyclopedia, the dictionary, those count. Okay, the Bible, gotta read that. Important reading. There you go. I have DVDs for the National